The beautiful churches in Goa, with its beautiful blend of Indian and Portuguese architecture, provide a glimpse of an exciting past. Have a look at these magnificent churches and make sure that they feature in your Goa trip. Here are a few of the top churches in Goa that you should add in your itinerary. The Basilica of Bom Jesus, Boria Jejuchi Basilica, is a Roman Catholic basilica and is part of the churches and convents of Goa UNESCO World Heritage Site. The basilica is located in Old Goa, former capital of Portuguese India, and holds the mortal remains of Saint Francis Xavier. Bom Jesus, literally, Holy Jesus, is the name used for the Ecce Homo in the countries of Portuguese colonization. The Jesuit Church is India's first minor basilica and is considered to be one of the best examples of Baroque architecture and Portuguese colonial architecture in India. It is one of the 7 wonders of Portuguese origin in the world. The basilica is more than 408 years old and is open to the public every day. The body of Saint Francis Xavier is in a well-decorated casket. The body of Francis Xavier was first taken to Portuguese Malacca and 2 years later shipped back to Goa. It is said that the saint's body was as fresh as the day it was buried. The remains of the saint still attract a huge number of tourists from all over the world, especially during the public viewing of his body. The saint is said to have miraculous powers of healing. The Se Cathedral di Santa Caterina, known as Se Cathedral, is the cathedral of the Latin Rite Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Goa and Daman, and the seat of the Patriarch of the East Indies. It is part of the World Heritage Site, Churches and Convents of Goa located in Old Goa. The Se Cathedral was built to commemorate the victory of the Portuguese under Afonso de Albuquerque over a Muslim army, leading to the capture of the city of Goa in 1510. Since the day of the victory happened to be on the feast of Saint Catherine, the cathedral was dedicated to her. The cathedral was completed in 1619 and was consecrated in 1640. It had 2 towers, but one collapsed in 1776 and was never rebuilt. The architecture style of the Se Cathedral is Portuguese Maniline. The Se Cathedral's tower houses a large bell known as the Golden Bell on account of its rich tone. The main altar is dedicated to Catherine of Alexandria, and there are several old paintings on either side of it. On the right, there is a chapel of the Cross of Miracles, where a vision of Christ is said to have appeared in 1619. The Se Cathedral also houses a baptismal font made in 1532, which was used by Saint Francis Xavier in order to baptize several Goan converts. The Chapel of Our Lady of the Mount is a Roman Catholic church dedicated to the Virgin Mary in Old Goa. It is one of the oldest churches in the city and was built between 1510 and 1519. The construction of the church was ordered by Afonso de Albuquerque, the governor of Portuguese India, immediately after the Portuguese conquest of Goa in 1510. The chapel was completed in 1519. The chapel is located on a hill overlooking the Mandavi River and is not easily accessible. It was built using laterite stone, and the architectural style is Baroque with Mannerist influences. Every year in November, the chapel courtyard plays host to the popular Monte Music Festival. St. Cajetan Church, also known as the Church of Divine Providence, is a church of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Goa and Daman located in Old Goa. The church was completed in 1661 and is part of the World Heritage Site, Churches and Convents of Goa. The church is considered to have been modeled on St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City. The church is in the form of a Greek cross and has a large dome with Latin inscriptions from the Gospel of Matthew on its inside. The Corinthian-style facade of the church has 4 granite statues of Saints Peter, Paul, John the Evangelist, and Matthew. The church has 7 altars, with the main altar dedicated to Our Lady of Providence. The main altar is based on the one at Church of San Nicolo, Verona. There are 3 altars on each side of the entrance, with the altar to Saint Cajetan is located on the right. Underneath the cupola on a raised, square platform is a well, which is currently covered. The cemetery below the altar was converted into a vault in 1842 for the bodies of dead Portuguese soldiers before dispatching them to Lisbon. Mãe de Deus Church is located in Saligao, a picturesque village in North Goa. The Gothic church adds extra beauty to the village. It was an added jewel in the precious crown of Saligao. A cemetery was built at Temba in 1838 and was blessed on 15 May 1839, and the first burial took place there in the same month. Francisco Salvador Zeferino Pinto from Cochula was chosen to spearhead the construction work. The Inspector of Public Works, Major Martins, was asked to design a unique plan for a Gothic church. On the 7th of February, 1867, the foundation stone for the new church was laid at Temba, Madivona by the then Vicar General of the Archdiocese, Canon Joaquim Antonio do Rosario. Construction was completed in 7 years. The exact location of the foundation was in the sanctuary where the main altar would be. Three Kings Chapel is located atop a hill in Kulim. The church provides a good viewpoint over nearby areas. On one side are green fields, and on the other side is the deep blue ocean. The Chapel of Our Lady of Remedies was founded in 1599. The chapel is affiliated to St. Thomas Church, Cansolim. However, it is popularized by the name, which is derived from the 3 wise men from the Bible, also referred to as the 3 kings who visited Jesus on his birth. It is famous for the 3 Kings feast celebrated every year on January 6th. The present structure dates back to 1721. St. Diogo's Church is located in Guirim, North Goa. St. Diogo is the patron of Guirim and Sangolda villages. The church structure traces its origin back to the 15th century. Constructed in 1604 AD, this beautiful church was founded by Father Miguel D. S. Boaventura, a Franciscan missionary and chief custodian. Diogo Lobo and his brother, Father João D. S. Matias, a Franciscan missionary, undertook the task of establishing the new church. Both villagers of Guirim and Sangolda helped in establishing this church. The main altar is dedicated to the patron Saint Diogo, and on either side is Saint Anthony of Padua and Saint Francis of Assisi. There are 5 other ornate altars located in the nave. The altar on the left-hand side is dedicated to Infant Jesus, and on the right is dedicated to Our Lady of Rosary. 3 arched doors lead into the church, while a smaller arched door leads to the sacristy. There is also a side entrance on the Guirim side. The Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception Church is located in Panjim. The church conducts Mass every day in English, Konkani, and Portuguese. The colonial Portuguese Baroque-style church was first built in 1541 as a chapel on a hillside overlooking the city of Panjim. It was eventually replaced by a larger church in around 1600 as part of Portuguese Goa's religious expansion. This church houses the ancient bell that was removed from the Augustinian ruins of the Church of Our Lady of Grace in the once famed city of Old Goa. This bell is considered to be the second largest of its kind in Goa, surpassed only by the Golden Bell which resides in the Say Cathedral in Old Goa. In 1609, a small chapel was replaced by the present-day large church to minister to the residents and sailors. In the 18th century, the stairways, in a symmetrical zigzag form, were added to the church. The church sits atop a hill facing the square below. The city's municipal garden lies to its southeast and can be seen from atop the hill. The site was once the location of a colonial port landing where ships sailing from Lisbon made first call, and where sailors disembarked before proceeding further inland to Old Goa. The exterior facade of the church, rich with Portuguese Baroque-style architectural elements, is painted a bright white to signify the Immaculate Virgin, Mary. The main altar, which has an elegant decor, is dedicated to Mother Mary. There are two other intricately carved, gold-plated, and decorated altars on either side of the main altar. The one to the left is of Jesus' crucifixion, and the one to the right is of the Our Lady of the Rosary. These two altars are flanked by marble statues of Saint Peter and Saint Paul. During the festival of Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception, held every year on 8th December, the church is colorfully illuminated. A fair is also part of this festival. This church is situated in Kalangute. The church, which has stood guard over the village since the 1500s, provides an oasis of calm within the hustle and bustle of the village. It is the only church in Goa that can boast of a cupola falsa of the Indian style of architecture. The church as it stands today is the third church to be built in the village of Kalangute. Previously, the Franciscan monks had made a simple cottage on the seashore, thatched with palm leaves to serve as their church in 1576. They added on a cemetery and constructed a more permanent structure in 1595. The current church was built in 1741 by the Catholic community of Kalangute. The church is built in the Mannerist Neo-Roman style and is famous for its white facade. The interior of the church is in the Rococo style with 7 altars. The 3 main altars are located centrally in the nave, with the 4 others being ranged around the sides of the church. The main altar is dedicated to Saint Alex. It is backed by a magnificent gilded rear doors, complete with statues of the angels and the saints. The statue to the right is Saint Anthony, depicted as always with a Bible and the infant Jesus, and the one to the left is Saint Francis of Assisi. The other 2 centrally located altars are dedicated to the infant Jesus and Santa Almas. The 4 altars on the sides are dedicated to Our Lady of the Mount, Our Lady of Perpetual Succor, the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Mary, and the Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception. The feast of Saint Alex falls on the 22nd of July and is celebrated at the church on the preceding Sunday. Church of Saint Andrews the Apostle, Vasco da Gama, was founded by the Jesuits in 1570. The inaugural Mass was celebrated with great solemnity on the 5th of April, on the same year. The present church building was erected in 1594, having gone through some substantial structural changes over the years. The church is also called the Vasco Church, locally in Goa. The educational institutions in the parish are St. Andrews Higher Secondary School, St. Andrews Institute, and St. Andrews ICSE School. St. Theresa's High School is run by the Presentation Sisters. The feast of the patron saint of the Vasco Church, St. Andrew, is celebrated on November 30th every year. St. Anthony Church, Seolim, is popularly called the Seolim Church locally in Goa. The first church in Seolim was built at Goswado and dedicated to the Mother of God in 1568. The St. Anthony Church was the second church built in Seolim, whose foundations were laid in 1600. The Seolim Church was built in the village of Marna at the expense of 2 Portuguese sailors who survived a shipwreck, and was dedicated to Saint Anthony of Lisbon, whose statue they were carrying at the time of the storm. The present Church of Saint Anthony Church, Seolim, the third one, took 5 years to build and was blessed on 28 December 1907. Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church, Armobol is popularly called the Armobol Church locally in Goa. The Armobol Church was initially a primitive church built in 1780 and dedicated to Saint John the Baptist. This was the first church in the Pernem Taluka. At the time, this area was annexed to the then Portuguese territory of Goa. The church was reconstructed in 1841 as the Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church, Armobol, with Our Lady of Mount Carmel as the patron of the church. A part of the frontispiece was reconstructed and the church was repaired in 1878. In the year 2000, the church building of Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church, Armobol, Goa was enlarged and a new parochial house was built. The feast of Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church, Armobol, Goa is celebrated on 9th January every year.